all, my name is Abra, and I am the owner of the YouTube channel you watched this video on. Basically, I make content around home decor and more intentional living. So I had this idea of shooting the video that we decided to film today, and at first I thought this was going to be focused on other people and their perception of what a home is. Since it's about what I think home is, I thought that maybe I should start this series. It would be nice for me to at least give the tempo.
So can you tell us where we are?
So right now we are in the Jardin Du Luxembourg, which is in the 5th Arrondissement of Paris. I know this is a lot of French words, but basically it's a garden. It's called the Luxembourg Garden, and it's really, really beautiful. There's a lot of trees everywhere, places to sit. There was music up until literally a few minutes ago. And I chose this place because, well, A, it's very peaceful, and I think maybe I knew that I needed to be around nature and look at all of the shades of greens. And yeah, it's also close to a lot of places I used to call home for a minute.
Okay. So why in particular did you choose this place?
Well, first of all, it's a garden and it's really beautiful. And I think more and more I feel at home in nature, at least in places that have a peaceful element to it. I used to come here a lot with my friends, and yeah, whether it was sunbathing when it was really hot and we were just here with a book, and then in the winter just to sit before classes or between classes. And so I say this because the Jardin Du Luxembourg, so the Luxembourg Garden, is really near to La Sorbonne. It's actually like right up the street, which is the university I went to when I was studying law. And yeah, I think I wanted to have you all discover a old home of mine that shaped a lot of who I am today. Interestingly enough, when I thought of this idea of home, I couldn't really think of a place that I wanted to explore. It's not that I didn't think of a place, it's that a lot of places came to mind. But then I thought of coming to a place that I had a relationship with, because when I first moved to Paris, it was a home for me.
How did you discover this place?
Walking around, actually. When I first came to La Sorbonne, the way I would come in was through, I would take the metro or the bus, and I would come in straight from the entry that's at the back of La Sorbonne, which isn't really necessarily very pretty. And then with time, you want to discover a little bit more of the neighborhood, see what it's like. And then one day I saw that there was a garden, and I think I was with two of my friends, and we just decided to come in and sort of check it out. And yeah, I really fell in love with the place.
What's special here?
It's funny because as we were filming, I really felt like you could feel the peaceful atmosphere of the place. There's a stillness in the neighborhood, I feel, which is interesting because there's also a lot of shops and a lot of people, but I still feel this feeling of flow, I guess, of peace that I get. And I also feel like, because of what it represents for me, the fact that this is one of the first places that I came to regularly when I moved to Paris and had to learn the name of the streets and how to get from one place to another, it's special to me. It always is. I always get a little emotional when I see when I get to the place of La Sorbonne, and you see the university and the mayor, the mairie, so the mayor office, and the Panthéon, and then you have all of the coffee shops. It's always a joyful, a bit stressful, because law school was it. It's not like it was a fun little walk in the park. But yeah, it's an emotional memory, a fond memory too.
How do you feel when you come here?
Really, really good. I feel super peaceful. I love looking around, seeing people stroll around, the babies, the adults, the tourists, the French people who are just, you know, coming in here for their Sunday walk, I feel good. I guess I feel kind of Parisian in a way. I feel like I belong here. I'm here, one of the people here, and in a way we're kind of like all coming here to resource, especially because today's Sunday, and you know there's a very casual vibe to it.
What's your routine here?
Well, like I said, this is a old place that I call home, but usually my routine would be to come in and have maybe a book or even some music and sit down, have just like a moment to myself if I'm alone. But if I'm with friends, then we just sit here and talk and laugh and, you know, kiki and all of that good stuff. Or look at the flowers as well. There's beautiful, beautiful flowers. So yeah, a little bit of this too.
What's some of your favourite memories of your time here?
Ooh, okay. My first day at La Sorbonne, like we came into a room and it was a beautiful amphitheatre. There wasn't even enough spaces for everybody to sit, which was a little stressful. But then we went to the McDonald's that was down the street. And I met a couple of people, so we just, you know, sat there and talked, and it's like the first conversation that you have with people, right? So it's like a little shy, but you're very eager because you want to make friends. I remember there was a little shop where we would get sandwiches, and so we would get them, and then we would eat in front of the Panthéon when it was sunny outside. And it was also the beginning of Instagram, so we would take like not really candid pictures. So that was really fun. I remember going to the library, Rue Pujasse. That was also, it wasn't necessarily fun, but looking back, I like the memories. Like I like the tradition of coming out of classes and, you know, just deciding to go to the library with your friends, just looking around as well. And I think that's something that I do a lot in Paris. I really enjoy looking at the architecture, looking at the buildings. I really get like an exciting feeling. I love the way this place looks. I love the way it feels.
You talked about like having memories here of your time at university, and then how does that memory have a relationship with the feeling of home?
I think it's because like the memories, I have such fond memories. Not all of them are fun, but like I have such fond and strong memories of this place that like I know that even the day I move out of Paris, like I'll always remember the 5e arrondissement. I will always remember La Sorbonne. I will always remember the feeling of coming down the street. Like it's a part of me now. Like that's something that I was lucky enough to experience, and I think that's how it's a home. Because I think that even, let's say like I move out of Paris, right, and I come back, I know that like if I come here instantly, I will get back into the flow of like, okay, this is how it feels like to live in Paris.
What is home to you?
I think home is where you are. I don't necessarily think of home as a physical place. I think it's a state of mind. Wherever you feel comfortable, wherever you feel just happy and grounded, that's where home is. But I think that in this relationship, in this building of a home, it's also important to pour into that home, whatever that means, whether it's through like practices or home decor or just choosing somewhere that feels good. Yeah, I think home is ever evolving. I don't think I'll ever have just one place that I call home. All right, we're done. Thank you, Angela.